Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to the second part of the explanation of the lesson 12, Mary and the Garden. So I hope you remember, you have read it, you remember where we have stopped. We have stopped where Mary tells to herself as well as to the Robin in her mind that she would like to see the garden, the secret garden which is closed, and she wants to know where the door is. So that was where we stopped, and she says there will be no garden without the door. So somewhere there is a door, because the door is invisible or not visible because the ivy plant is covered the whole wall. So because of that it is difficult to find out, and somehow she thought to herself, I will find it. She wants to know. No, she was very curious. So let's continue from the page 97. Now she has gone back to the room after visiting the first visit of her she went on to the bath, and Martha explained everything. She met Robin, and from thereafter she went back thinking that she would want to visit that garden. Let's go ahead. A few days later, now this has happened now after few days, Mary had just paused in the orchard and was looking up at a long spray of ivy swinging in the wind when she saw a gleam of scarlet and heard a brilliant chirp, and there on the top of the wall perched Robin Redbreast. So perched means sat. So what happened after a few days, she was walking around in the orchard, and she paused, she stopped, and she was looking at the long spray of ivy. Means and when we have a climbers, we have a like one different branches, you can hold it and it will shake, and it was going on swinging, just was shaking with the wind. And when she saw a gleam of scarlet, so just she saw that gleam, just a type of scarlet type of movement, and heard a brilliant chirp. That moment she heard a brilliant chirp of whom? The redbreast, the Robin Redbreast, who was sitting on the top of that wall. Perch means sat. Oh, she cried out. Is it you? Now she is already familiar with the Robin. And it did not seem at all clear to her that she spoke to him as if she were sure that he would understand, answer her. So nobody else is there. So she was almost like a friend, wanting to become friendly with the bird Robin. So cure means strange. So the Robin also was showing off so much. So the bird just was like behaved like a stranger when she cried out, oh, is it you? And she was continuously speaking to him and thinking that the Robin will understand. He did answer. He twittered and chirped and hopped. So we know that the bird cannot speak, but the expression, they will be either udhar khoodega, they will come closer. So what twittered, they make the sound. So that was the response the Robin gave for her. Twittered, chirped and hopped. Now twittering is a talk of the birds. Chirped means also cry, and hopped means just with like this from one branch to the other, or on the wall she was just jumping. It was as if she said, good morning. No, for Mary it seemed like the Robin is saying good morning to her. Isn't the wind nice? No, she thought this also the Robin is asking. Isn't the sun nice? No, just good morning also she said, then asking, isn't the wind nice and isn't the sun nice? Isn't everything nice? No, let us both chirp and hop and twitter. Come on, come on. So this is what the Robin was conveying, the talking to her. He hopped about, pretending to peck things out of the earth. Now he hopped about means just as natural behavior of the birds. They just keep on searching for the things on the ground, like worms or some Kidas and all, Kida Makad, all these things which they roll, some fruit seeds, all these. The earth there had been turned up because a dog had been trying to dig up a mole and he had scratched quite a deep hole. So Mary, and where this bird was roaming about and pecking up the things, Mary noticed that there was the earth has turned up again. Like when we remove when especially dog or any animals remove the mud, it turns. So it will remain like a little wet. So how it had happened? Because a dog was trying to burrowing animal, no. And mole is a burrowing animal. Mole, it was trying to turn up the mud, the soil, and he had scratched quite a deep hole. And the dog, wanting to know why it is little like disturbed mud, so the dog also made a scratching business over there. So it was quite a deep hole, big pit. Mary looked at it, not really knowing why the hole was there. She did not know, but all the same she looked at it without knowing why the hole was there. And she saw something almost buried in the newly turned soil. So suddenly she noticed something is buried, put it inside the mud. Buried means like we remove the mud, put it inside and just cover it. That is known as a buried. And it was something like a ring of rusty iron or brass. And when the robin flew up into a tree nearby, she put out her hand and picked the ring up. So she saw something very different. She saw it and picked up the ring, something very rusty like iron. So she just picked it up and she found it was a ring. It was more than a ring. However, it was an old key which looked as if it had been buried a long time. So finally, what Martha said was coming true here. Martha said, Mr. Craven has closed the garden and made a big pit, and he buried the key, and here it is coming up. Mary stood up and looked at it with an almost frightened face as it hung from her finger. So at the same time she was very frightened also, and she was almost frightened by seeing that key, because she was curious to know what is that secret garden is all about. Perhaps it has been buried for 10 years. Then in her mind she said, yes, this whispered inside her mind telling, yes, this must be that key which is almost buried for 10 years. Perhaps it is a key to the garden. So it was correctly judged by Mary. She said, yes, this is going to be the correct key which is buried for 10 years and 10 years ago. She put the key in her pocket and walked up and down. Up and down she started to walk like a big grown-up people. No one but herself ever seemed to come there, so she could look at the wall, or rather at the ivy growing on it. So now her mood is to search for the door. Already she found the key and she began to search for the door. The ivy plants are covered the wall, so she was looking up and down, walking here and there to find that nobody else is there other than her and the robin. Mary skipped round all the gardens and round the orchard. Now the search began. Skipped means she was going from place to place. Lo and behold, was a robin swaying on a long branch of ivy. Now sometimes what happens, there is a wind and a bird sitting on a branch keep on moving according to the rhythm of that particular wind. So it started to move. And he had followed her and he greeted her with a chirp. As Mary had skipped toward him, she felt something heavy in her pocket strike against her at each jump. And when she saw the robin, she laughed again. So she was trying to jump it, and that time she already in her pocket there was a key in it, and that also was, then that time the robin started to laugh. Just skipping to find out. You showed me where the key was, she said. You ought to show me the door, but I don't believe you know. Now the simple conversation. When Robin laughed, she said, now already you showed me where the key is. Now you should show me the door also to the garden. I don't believe you know, but I don't know whether you will show me or not, but still you have to, ought means like command. Now you should show me the door to the secret garden. So the second part also I am going to stop here. Please read it again, go through the meanings plus difficult to underline. So we shall continue in the next class, the third part of the lesson. So please keep learning. I shall meet you in the next class with the third part. So once again, wish you all the best. Read well, learn well, and have a good day. Thank you.